1:45.
Hey you guys, welcome back. I'm so sorry for dropping this late. I've been working on so much schoolwork, but I thought this really needed to be talked about. This young girl dropped in my comments on my last video what she wanted me to discuss, and the topic was how do I handle negative comments. And I've noticed that in this generation there's a lot of mean people. It's very difficult when you want to be beautiful and feel beautiful, but people make you feel ugly and then you start to believe it. It's sad and it's hurtful, and it's causing a lot of young kids to take their own lives. I've never really felt like I want to commit suicide, but I have felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. I was teased a lot about my height. I'm very short, and my nose, I got a big nose. But the biggest thing was my eye. I have an eye that have a nerve in it that when I talk or chew or even yawn, that it moves. It just moves. And people even say it's a twitchy eye, it's a lazy eye. It was none of that. It was just a nerve that I couldn't get surgery on, because if I did, I would have been paralyzed in my face. It would have been a risk of being paralyzed in my face. It embarrassed me. It hurt me to the point where I didn't even care anymore. I wanted to get surgery on it. Many days I sat in my room and I cried and I felt all alone. Because I was always sad and alone, I started doing a lot of praying and I started talking to God a lot. And I also started talking to my mother a lot and opening up to her what was going on. I do recommend everyone to find that one person that they trust and they can open up to, just to tell them what's going on. A friend, a mother, a father, a counselor, anybody. My mother was the one that encouraged me to really love my eye. She showed me that it was different, and when I thought about it, it is very different. I'm the only one that has it, and that makes me feel very good about myself. It's this girl that I saw on Instagram. She has this birthmark right here, and she told not a story, but she told how she has self-love, that she loves her birthmark, and that made me think like, oh my God, I need to be like that. I need to love my eye just as much as she loved her birthmark. Her birthmark, it's beautiful, it's unique, and it makes her stand out. Her boldness and her self-love encouraged me to start loving my flaws, to start loving my eye. People that talk about other people have insecurities with themselves, and what they do is because they're going through pain, they want that other person to experience pain. I've learned that everybody has a flaw. Well, not really a flaw, because my eye isn't the flaw. I've learned that everybody has differences, and I've seen that mean people don't want other people to see their differences. So what they will do is take the spotlight off them and put it on us by degrading and hurting us. So these are the things that I want y'all to start doing to really start loving yourself and to have peace with yourself. One, what I do most is I pray. And I'm not trying to throw my religion on anybody, but that's what I do. I find peace with God. He is my comforter and my best friend. Two, I started exercising and doing yoga. That was a big stress reliever. And three, I started watching a lot of comedies like Martin and the Wayne Brothers and Blackish, Grownish, just a whole bunch of positive shows that made me laugh. And four, it's gonna be hard to believe, but I started reading. I started reading books that I enjoyed, though, that caught my eye. Now to wrap it all up, the question is, how do I handle it? I embrace it. I embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly. As long as you don't put your hands on me and get in my personal space, we're good. If they could sit there and talk about Beyonce, and Beyonce is beautiful to me, then I know they could talk about me. I mean, they talk about Jesus Christ. So I'm good. People are going to talk about you either way. If you're fat, you're too fat. If you're skinny, you're too skinny. If you're tall, you're too tall. And if you're short, you're too short. People are going to talk about you either way. Make sure when you change, if you want to change anything, you change for yourself. Like my stomach, I want to change for myself, not because somebody teased me about it. Inner beauty is the most important. Be positive act positive, speak positive. So our challenge for this week is to get sticky notes and to write only positive things about yourself. I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm the fastest runner, anything to speak into existence. I think, and it'll tape it all around your mirror where every time you wake up, you can see it. And you guys remember this. Only the light can drive away the darkness. So be the light.